Hey, what's good? What's going on, everybody? You already know who this is. And welcome back to Forex is Stupid. I am your host, educator, student, investor, Sharp Blue. Man, it's always love when it comes back to this, because at some point in time in your trading experience, you're going to say,
man, Forex, bruh, is stupid.
and I almost cursed right there, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to get better with my words. But today, on this episode, we're going to dive into the mental reality of Forex trading. Some myths, some reality. I know I love to talk about the mental, but this is so important. And inside of this, we're also going to talk about why learning Forex right now is important. We're also going to talk about daily progress. And I'm going to give you some closing thoughts on my mind. And I'm going to let you go, man. I just want to take a few minutes of your second, a few minutes and a second of your time. Because, man, I'm a regular, average, jiggity Joe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, depending on who I am to you, I'm nobody. But I want to track my progress and my experiences because I've been on this journey for about 4 years now. And, you know, struggling with life, ups and downs. I've made a lot of money not knowing nothing. And I've made money knowing something. I made a lot of money not knowing nothing, and I also lost a lot of money not knowing nothing. I've lost money knowing nothing. I've lost money knowing something. So that says a lot. But once you see it, once you hear it, once it clicks, once you get that aha, man, they can't take that back from you. So make sure you press that follow button. Share this with a friend. If you know someone that's thinking about learning foreign exchange. And let's dive into it, man. This is going to be some really good material. And like I said, I just want this podcast to be an experience for you. Watch me grow. Watch me learn. Watch me give the education back out. Like I said, if you go to the previous episodes, I told you more about myself. You know, how I got into foreign exchange. I lost a lot of money. I made a lot more money. I made way more money than I've ever made in the military. And we'll talk about that later. But like definitely seeing some success with this. So I'm not going by what people told me. I'm going by what I know and what I've learned, my ups and my downs, and learning through mentors as well. So, excuse me. Thank you for tapping in, choosing me to listening to. If you're still tuned in, man, let's get to it. So welcome back to another episode of Forex is Stupid, where today we're going to break down, like I said, the powerful insights of trading. And we're going to give you the real. So let's talk about some key pointers, the myth, the legend, the reality. Man, let's talk about it. I just want to say the myth and the legend. It sounded good together. But anyway, myth in Forex is this one thing, and it really gets my nerve, that Forex is a get-rich-quick scheme. Yes, you can make money today. Like people always like to get you. You can join this for $5 or join this for $25 and make money today for $25. Join my new call. Join my free call and make $25 today. Yes, you can make $25 today, but if you're new, listen to me. You never traded a day in your life. You by yourself cannot make $25 today. Someone is going to have to tell you and show you how to make $25 a day. So this is a skill set, all right? This is something you have to sit down and learn. Like, if you never worked at McDonald's before, somebody going to have to teach you how to do the fries. Somebody going to have to teach you the proper way how to wrap the burger. Not saying as you go along, you're going to keep those things that people have shown you. Some you will, some you won't. But you have to learn, okay? All right. So the reality of that is, like I said, it's a skill that requires discipline, patience, and consistent learning. And I know it sounds repetitive. Every trading podcast you go to, we're saying the same thing. Bruh, newsflash. Message, you know what I'm saying? If you're hearing the same dang on thing, maybe you should write it down. Maybe you should take a mental note. It's true. Discipline is key. And you're going to fall off. You're a human. Man, that shit literally aches the hell out of me when traders come. And I'm sorry for using my language. But when traders come and think this unrealistic reality and they don't even have patience for themselves. They don't even love themselves. They don't even have discipline structure. They're not even consistent with learning how to be a respectable person. They're not even consistent at anything in life. But they want to come in and just make a lot of money. I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm not saying you can't make a lot of money doing nothing. I just told you I did. But being consistent with this, making this a long-term longevity thing, making this something you can pass down for generations to come, it takes time. It takes time. This is a Wall Street thing. You used to have to qualify. You used to have to be qualifiable. You used to have to put in an application for this. And now everybody's just telling you can do it and giving false hope, just like social media sometimes give you false hope. But when you take the stuff that some people are giving to you, some creators are really giving to you, you can learn. And it doesn't mean you can't learn from others. All right? So you have to continue to constantly learn. I am a student. I told you that. I'm an investor, an educator, and a student. Constantly learning. All right? And in this course, we're going to give you so much more than just Forex, man. I'm going to give you some investment tips. You're going to watch me grow. I'm getting ready to... I'm preparing to take my Series 34. I want to say 66. Which book is this? 65. I don't really know which book is this one that I'm reading right now. Actually, if you stay Series 6. Yeah. And I don't mean to move the mic and stuff, but I'm trying to look at the book. Series 7. I'm going to take that course, and then I'm going to take the Series 34 license and the Series 3. So make sure you stay tapped in with me, because I want to talk more about that and why it's important to me. I think everybody that's interested into learning the foreign exchange should go over the Series. I think it's 34. But anyway, we're going to talk more about it. We're getting off topic. Anyway, the reality of it, you have to consistently put it in. Nobody's going to make you. You got to do it. If you want to do it, like if you really want to make money, really want to get consistent with it, really want to pull out money, then you got to do it. But it's not really about the money. It's about you learning, okay? And anyway, moving on. The mental shift. Success in Forex isn't about just strategies, bro. We're going to talk about that too. It's about emotional control and understanding that losses are a part of the process. I really hate when people be like, this strategy is 100%. No strategy is going to be 100%. I'm going to lose at some point of time. That's just going to happen. That's inevitable. All right. Beginning traders often face frustration, emotional roller coaster, emotional turmoil, because they expect instant results, but mental resilience is what keeps you in the game. This is true. The reason why I'm still trading in the foreign exchange market and no one can tell me this is not real, because I risked it all. And you can go back to my beginning episodes and Forex is stupid, and you will hear about some of those stories. And I'm going to tell more. I have 4 years of it. And moving forward, you're going to watch me grow. You're going to watch me get better. You're going to watch me reach new heights, all right? So, because I believe in myself. And it took me a while to get to this point, but, I mean, 2024 has taught me a lot. One, life is too short. Two, I mean, you can see so many people going for their dreams and their goals, man. So why not? Why not? All right, I'm telling y'all, positivity is here for generations. You have to choose the positivity. I got to fully step into that light. You know what I'm saying? So we got to step into it, whether it's the podcast, whether it's clothing brand, whether it's trading, whether it's family, whether it's whatever. Whatever I put my mind to, I got to go 10 times forward with it. Because there's somebody listening to me right now that wants to do the same thing. And they're just want to see how long I can stay in the game. And I'm staying in the game for a minute. You know what I'm saying? There's a purpose to this, a bigger vision. So it's the emotional control that you must learn to master. All right. Why learn Forex now? Matter of fact, before I go to about why learn Forex now, let's talk about some let's talk about this one person, man. It falls in my mind, right? In 2020 to 2021, there was a lot of deals surrounding stocks, surrounding mainly foreign exchange. Because when a lot of people was getting introduced to foreign exchange through MLMs or their close friend or through a scammer, which is a person that really scams. Is nothing but a person that is skillfully confusing you about how the money's being made. And anyway, and it was a lot of devs, a lot of young devs, college kids, teenagers that was killing themselves because they was losing a lot of money. And this one story struck me, and I'm gonna try to include this too. I'm gonna find the little clip and include it. And but that was a story that was this boy. He was a teenager, and he wanted to learn. He wanted to invest, but you can't. He wasn't old enough to go to the casino. So he opened up. I want to say, what is that platform called? Dang, what is that platform called? I just had a brain fart, but because people always think that you can trade successfully on that, but it's not a broker. It's just fully, they got sued and everything. Anyway, I got a brain fart, but I'm gonna include it. I'm gonna include that story right there. But he went on to the platform, and it's gonna hit me in a minute. But anyway, he went on to the platform and put his money into the platform, all his money that he had saved since he was like 7 or however old. He was young. He'd been saving for a minute and put all his savings into it. Put it on trade. I'm still thinking what's that platform called. As we keep going, I'm gonna tell y'all the platform once it hit me. Where was that? Oh, once he put his money in there and he traded on the trade. I can't remember if it was, it could have been cryptocurrency, but anyway, he put it on the trade. He bought a stock, something. He bought a stock, he bought a currency, he bought a cryptocurrency, one of them. And lost it all, man. My boy went to sleep. Woke up the next morning, it was gone. So, I mean, going more into the story, moving fast, my boy killed himself. And he left his body for his family to find it. You know, his mom and dad found his body. Because this man killed himself. And they was like, how could, the mom said, how could they allow a teenager, someone who's not able to even go into the slot machine to gamble, to just trade all their money away? But see, on the app, it asks you if you're 18 or older. And if you say yes, it's just gonna go off of what you say, because it's not a broker. You don't even have to verify anything. So
20-year-old Naperville man opened his stock trading app on his phone. It showed him close to $1 million in the red.
And soon after, Alexander Kearns committed suicide. WGN's Eric Wrong is live in Wilmette tonight, where he talked to the man's relatives to understand exactly what happened. Eric.
Well, good evening. A very sad story all the way around, no matter how you look at it here. One way to kind of think about this is when you go to your banking app and you hit that app and you see all of your balances, you see your checking, your savings, your credit card balances. Well, in this case, the 20-year-old opened his investment app and saw that he had close to $730,000 in a negative cash balance.
It's actually a user interface issue. And when Alex opened his app, he saw that his cash balance was negative $730,000. And if you look at the screenshot that I shared with y'all, he actually had $16,000 and some odd dollars in his account. That was his true savings.
So relative William Brewster says he never actually lost that money. He also says 20-year-old Alex Kearns was home in Naperville, back from college at the University of Nebraska, when he became interested in investing. His family says he downloaded an investing app called Robinhood and began making trades, some very complicated investments that have different options to them. Thursday, he logged on and saw this in his account. His family says he took a screen grab, thinking he had ruined his and his family's financial lives. He then wrote a suicide note. His body was found the next day. He had thrown himself in front of a train. Brewster, who works in finance himself, wants Robinhood to make sure people understand what they're looking at when they see the cash balances on the app. He says Alex had actually covered all of his risk.
The idea that you know that amateurs or novices are using your platform as an options trading platform, and the idea that you would put a negative $730,000 cash balance, not cash and margin, cash, is absurd, and it needs to stop, and it needs to be fixed. And what I want and what my family wants is for that interface to be fixed, and a real statement from that company that acknowledges the harm and potential for harm that can create, because it's negligent at best, and I'd argue it's reckless.
And the thing is that
Now, Brewster shared with us the response the company had issued publicly. It says, quote, "All of us at Robinhood are deeply saddened to hear this terrible news, and we reached out to share our condolences with the family. We will not share, however, any details regarding the account to respect privacy and confidentiality." Brewster called it a canned response from the company, and he will continue to demand more answers from that company. We're live in Wilmette tonight. I'm Eric Rung, WGN News.
It was crazy, man, and it was a teenager, man, that really rocked my spirit, because this could be something that teenagers can learn, especially if they're homeless or they don't have much to give, you know, or just want to learn something and not really set up for 9 to 5, or know they got a bigger purpose in life, you know what I'm saying, and they're just not using it, and this skill just really sticks out to them. This can really change their life in the long run. But damn, man, he killed himself, man. And it's all because he didn't, you know, could have went and got a mentor after that, man. He could have bit that L, which has been a big L to catch. But you know what I'm saying? I'd have caught L's before too. You know what I'm saying? For example, and I won't talk about it into depth, but I've lost over, I was to say 50,000. I did lose 50,000 before, but I lost over $110,000. Yeah. Over some fraudulent stuff with the bank and not really having the right bank or whatever. But we'll talk about that more. But I lost over $110,000. I had to bite that and start all the way over. Saving half of my military's money, you know, just deploying and stuff, trying to be responsible since I was 19. Saved up to about $50,000. Not saying in total that's what I got. That's what I saved. Of that, I lost it. You know what I'm saying? And then getting out of the military, trying to work, get my degree, try to get my disability and stuff, you know, till they put me off work because my injuries. I was saving the money and lost all that. So 7 years plus, I think it was another year, 9 years of work I had to walk away from, had to bite it. I mean, I talk about even I reported, had dealings with the IRS, dealing with FBI with this. Like, it was crazy. But anyway, the reason why I told that story, because it rocked my spirit, man. I still can't think. I really been pacing it because I've been trying to think of that platform. But I'm going to say it as we continue to go with it. I actually may look it up in a minute and we'll talk about it. But Robinhood, there you go. Robinhood, trading on Robinhood, man, thinking it was a broker, and he killed himself, man. That's something. His mom was really devastated. His dad had never been the same. So I'm gonna include that clip into this, man. So let's move forward, man. That right there, that's crazy. But anyway, you gotta keep your mental and your mental aspect under control. Your emotional control is important. All right, so why you should learn Forex now? Well, as the economy continue to shift, because you know economies do that, they shift from time to time. The ability to understand and leverage currency markets becomes a valuable skill. And I say that because you can look around and see what Trump is doing, and Elon Musk, and with the digital, with the technology. Like, you can even look up, because a lot of people still, you know, I get a lot of hate too. I think you can't really. It's no audio to that, so I can't really include that. But if you go to our YouTube, not YouTube. If you go to our trading group on Facebook, Master the Mind, Master the Market. If you just type in Master the Market, it'll probably put up. But Master the Mind, Master the Market. Man, it's crazy because you'll see. I got like 6.9, maybe 7,000 shares or likes or something like that. And then it was a whole bunch of comments over me saying something about Diddy. People, I said something about people distracted by Diddy or whatever, but they don't understand. Basically, I was talking about when they was talking about the United Nations decriminalizing the value of the U.S. dollar. And yo, they told me I was lying. They told me that shit been happening and it wasn't gonna go any further, you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people said Trump wasn't gonna win. And see what happened. So yeah, anyway. Forex trading empowers individuals to create their own opportunities, even in uncertain economic climates. So even when things are going crazy in the economy, you can still be profitable in the foreign exchange market. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's something, especially if you can't work, and that's one thing why I'm doing this, because I can't physically work anywhere on anybody's job because of my injuries. I have 40% working liver that I'm every day working on building. It's in a stable point. I don't even drink, and you know, I have a spleen, hypothyroidism. I have a deteriorated disc in my back with a very highly extreme sensitive what they call it, a tear in my sciatic nerve. So yeah, it's bad, you know. I don't have much mobility, can't sit for too long, can't stand for too long, a whole bunch of stuff. But anyway, let's stay on topic. I do this for people that really wants to learn how to trade in the foreign exchange market, understand themselves, go through the emotional, face the emotions, ups and downs, and love themselves all in one. And wants to give themselves more than what the world is giving and what the world or the economy is trying to give at the moment. Okay? It has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with politics, but I'm talking about for me. This has nothing to do with politics, what I want. This has nothing to do with anything. Has everything to do with things that I want to accomplish in the world and what I'm specifically interested in. And that goes for you. What are you interested in? Are you truly interested in learning this skill? Or are you just in it just because it can give you money? Like, I mean, if that could be your goal too, but like, what is the goal? A daily progress, not perfection. Let's talk about it. A daily progress, not perfection. What do I mean? Forex is not about mastering it overnight, man. It's about taking small, consistent steps. And I keep saying consistent because that's what it is. Consistency. Small. It's consistent steps. Put the plan into motion. If you only can show up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, show up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can only show up on Thursday and Friday, show up on Thursday and Friday. If you only can show up on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, show up on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Give yourself those hours and tap the fuck in. And for my people who don't curse, tap the freak in. I'm working on it. Okay? Motivation, you need that shit every day like a bath. If you don't take a bath, you don't get that spiritual motivation that you need, you ain't gonna go through it. So it's where you get depressed. I'm talking to you because this is what I tell myself. I'm learning this myself. You get depressed, you have anxiety, you procrastinate, you get distracted. Dumb shit, right? Dumb stuff. But when you face everything, right? And you go lock in, bruh, the things that you could be able to do. So stop procrastinating. You're not going to learn this shit overnight. Consistent steps. All right, let's grow together by focusing on one concept at a time, building confidence and competence a day at a time. Give what you can give. Don't overload yourself. Stay locked in. Tap in. If you got kids, Have patience, because they are important too. You got to give them time. They're going to watch you grow. They're going to learn things about you that you are learning about yourself. And I'm telling you, you're going to see it grow, man. You got it. Like I said, motivation, you got to take a bath. You got to take a bath every day in motivation. Inspiration, being inspired, because you already inspired by life. Inspiration is within. Motivation is in the hour. Somebody has to motivate you. But inspiration is within the end. And you, bruh, you bring that fire about the things that you want. You're doing this for your kids. You're doing it for your kids. I do it because I can't work. I do it before my kids. I do it for people that don't have a chance on the outside to make an earning, but can make an earning from that back. I am telling you, this is a skill. This ain't nothing you're going to learn right now. You're going to learn something every day. You're not about to pull out 50 bands. Yes, you can use a robot. Yes, you can use algorithm gurus. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You can use trading groups, blah, blah, blah. You're going to waste way more money. Hey, I hit my nail. My nail's coming out. You're gonna waste way more money pouring into that than pouring into yourself, because you're still not gonna know how it's being made. Even if the robot give it to you, you have no idea where it's being made. Even if the robot give it to you and they lose, you don't know. You still mad because you don't know what happened. Some of y'all don't even know that the election caused the things that happen to the election cause things to spike and cause things to reveal itself, cause things to fall. Like, y'all have no idea. Daily progression. We're gonna do this every day. All right, we're going to build confidence every day. That's why I'm doing this. Coming into the new year, we're going to have 12-day programs where we dive into certain things. Like I said, you're going to see me do a lot of things just to get y'all to tap in. 11-11. And by me building confidence, you watching me build confidence, hopefully this help you with build confidence. And you've been competent every day. It's day by day. It's going to, I'm talking about light a fire in that butt. All right, I light a fire on that ass, my boy. All right, man. So, here's some closing thoughts I got for you, okay? Promise you I'm not going to keep you too long. Here's my closing thought. Learning Forex is about more than trading. That's literally it. It has to be about more than just trading. It's about building discipline, adaptability, and mindset for success, man. You have to, in order to get something new, you have to do something different. So let me say that shit to the choir in the back, because they was talking. In order to do something different, and you have to do something different. In order to get something new, you have to do something different. You have to sacrifice something to get something. If I want a good diet, I want these muscles to pop, I gotta sacrifice some of this food to get back on track. You're going to fall off because life happens. Life stay freaking happening. It meant to knock you off your course, but are you gonna get up or are you gonna stay down? So you have to adapt, like I said. Same thing, you adapt to life, you got to adapt to the market. Together, we can embrace the journey together, man. Make the skill work for us and empower each other. We can empower each other. Yeah. We can empower each other. Do you hear what I'm saying? We can make this skill work for us in powerful, practical ways by empowering each other. So, man, I definitely want y'all to think about that. I'm going to go over some, my next episode. So this episode will be dropping this Sunday. This Sunday will be, let me look. Saturday, December 7th, 2024. So this episode will be dropping. And then I'm going to go back and make sure I include some other episodes that I said was going to be dropping. And I want to go over platforms that are real platforms you should dive deep into, platforms you should stay away from as a trader, and et cetera, okay? So, man, at some point of time in your life, going through these up and down to life stay laughing. I'm going to say laughing, man. It do be laughing in your face. But life stay doing this thing. So while life doing this thing, man, you trying to stay focused. You trying to keep your mind locked in on the things you need to do. You understand that you hear me. So you give yourself some grace. Why all that happened at some point of time while you learning this skill, you're going to say,
man, Forex is stupid.
And I agree. It is. See you next time.
On Forex is stupid.